loves, it's Anshika. Today we're going to be talking about cells and organelles. So today's topics include prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, plant and animal cells, and organelles. So the types of cells are prokaryotic, eukaryotic, and under eukaryotic are plant and animal cells. So now let's compare prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells side by side. So first with prokaryotic, they have no internal membranes, meaning no nucleus, no membrane-bound organelles, and no cytoskeleton. They also are unicellular and small, about 1 to 10 micrometers. Their DNA is circular and naked, meaning that they do not have any histones. So now let's go over some of the properties of eukaryotic cells. They contain distinct membrane-bound organelles, they have large ribosomes, they are mainly multicellular with cell differentiation, their DNA is wrapped with histone proteins into chromosomes, and the cells are large, about 10 to 100 micrometers. So for metabolism, prokaryotic cells are either anaerobic or aerobic, while eukaryotic cells' metabolism is aerobic except for fermentation, which is only occurring when there's not enough oxygen in the body. This is a sped up recording of a prokaryotic cell, and all the parts that are labeled are going to be explained later in the video. Next, we have a drawing of a eukaryotic cell diagram, where all of these parts are going to be explained in further detail later in the video. So as we said before, there are two different classifications under eukaryotic cells, and these are animal cells and plant cells. And plant cells have distinct qualities that make them different from animal cells. These include its cell wall, it has a central vacuole, it has chloroplasts, and it has plasmodesmata. This is a sped up recording of a plant cell diagram. All of the labeled parts will be explained later in the video. So now we are going to explain all of the organelles. First we have the nucleolus, which is where ribosomal RNA is synthesized and where the large and small subunits assemble. Next we have the ribosomes, and these are the protein factories. There are free or bound to the endoplasmic reticulum. The free ribosomes produce proteins that stay inside of the organelle or cell, while the bound ribosomes are exported to outside of the cell. So next we have a pretty rare organelle known as a peroxisome, which contains catalysts for detoxifying alcohol in liver cells. Then we have a very important organelle known as the nucleus, which is surrounded by a nuclear envelope, which has pores for mRNA transport and to let things in and out, though it's very specific and only allows certain things. So now let's go to the two types of endoplasmic reticulum. There's a rough and the smooth, and these are abbreviated into rough ER and smooth ER. So the rough ER is studded with ribosomes and produce proteins, and these ribosomes are called bound ribosomes because they're bounded to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now the smooth ER, it assists in the synthesis of steroids, hormones, and lipids. It stores calcium ions in muscle cells to help muscle contraction, and it detoxifies drugs and poisons. The Golgi apparatus processes, packages, and secretes the proteins to other parts of the cell. Now lysosomes are hydrolytic enzymes that help with intracellular digestion and autophagy, which means recycling parts. Now we have the mitochondria, which is a series of membranes called cristae. They divide and fuse to compensate for each other's defects. So vacuoles are derived from the ER or Golgi. In plants, they have one large one. In freshwater protists, they have a contractile vacuole to pump out excess water. And food vacuoles are present for phagocytosis, or which is known as cell eating. Lastly, we have chloroplast, which absorbs light for synthesizing sugars and has thylakoids for photosynthesis. Stay tuned for more AP Biology videos. Thanks for watching!